Look around you. In a crowd of 100 people, at least one is a clinical psychopath. It might be the person right next to you. While they make up just 1 to 4% of the population, this tiny unseen group is responsible for over half of all serious and serial crimes committed worldwide. How is this possible? How can so few cause so much devastation, often without ever raising their voice? The answer lies in a venomous playbook of psychological warfare. They are masters of 6 terrifying dark psychology manipulation techniques. Insidious tactics like love bombing and gaslighting that are being used on someone, somewhere, right this second. In this video, we will unmask all 6, show you the red flags, and give you the tools to protect your mind. These aren't just bad habits. They are calculated weapons of psychological warfare. Here are the 6 most dangerous ones you must learn to recognize. Number 1. Love bombing. This is the phase of overwhelming affection and attention, designed to make you feel like you've met your soulmate in record time. They flood you with constant messages at 3 a.m., expensive gifts you didn't ask for, and endless over-the-top compliments. It feels like a fairy tale. Then suddenly, they pull away, leaving you in a state of confusion and withdrawal. The red flags? A relationship pace that feels too fast, talk of a shared future within days, and subtle attempts to isolate you from your friends and family. This tactic hijacks your brain's reward system, creating a powerful addiction to the dopamine rush they provide. Your boundary script? I appreciate the sentiment, but I'd prefer we take things more slowly. Number 2. Gaslighting. Perhaps the most insidious tactic. Gaslighting is a slow erosion of your reality, making you question your own memory, perception, and sanity. It starts with small denials. I never said that. You're imagining things. Then it escalates. You're being overly sensitive. You're crazy. They'll deny events that happened, even when you have proof. They might move your keys, and then blame you for losing them, saying, "You lost your keys yourself. I didn't touch them." Red flags include constant questioning of your memory, being called crazy or too emotional, and feeling like you always have to apologize. After months of this, you no longer know what's real. You become completely dependent on their version of reality. This is cognitive dissonance in action, forcing you to abandon your own truth to maintain the relationship. Your boundary? I know what I saw, and I won't argue about it. Number 3. Triangulation. This is the act of bringing a third person into your dynamic to create insecurity and jealousy. This third party could be an ex, a friend, a family member, or even a complete stranger. They'll constantly praise someone else in front of you or unfavorably compare you to them. You'll hear things like, "My ex was so much more easygoing," or "My colleague thinks I should be with someone more ambitious." The red flags are constant comparisons, manufacturing drama involving others, and making you feel like you're in competition for their affection. The psychological goal is to destabilize you, making you try harder, spend more, and shrink yourself just to feel good enough and win their focus back. Your boundary script is firm. I'm not comfortable discussing other people in our relationship. Let's focus on us. Number 4. Future faking. This is the tactic of selling you a dream they have no intention of fulfilling. They paint a beautiful, detailed picture of your future together. "We'll get married next year. We'll buy that house by the lake. Just help me out with my debt right now." They use these promises to secure your compliance and resources in the present. The red flags? Grand promises that are always just around the corner, but require a sacrifice from you. The timeline for these goals constantly shifts. That future never comes. But you're already invested, killing yourself trying to reach a finish line that they keep moving. This exploits your hope as collateral. Your boundary. Let's focus on what we can do right now, not on promises for next year. Number 5. The silent treatment. Make no mistake, this is not a need for space. It is a deliberate and cruel psychological punishment. For a minor disagreement, or for no reason at all, they suddenly disappear. No replies, no calls. They walk past you as if you don't exist. This tactic triggers deep-seated fears of abandonment. Your brain goes into panic mode, flooding your system with stress hormones. You end up begging, pleading, and apologizing, even when you did nothing wrong, just to end the torment and make them come back. The red flags are disproportionate silence after small conflicts, using silence to win arguments and making you feel invisible. Your boundary. When you're ready to communicate respectfully, I'm here. I will not participate in silent treatment. And finally, number 6, hoovering. Named after the vacuum cleaner, this is the move they pull when you finally gather the strength to leave. Just as you start to heal, they reappear, trying to suck you back into the cycle. They'll use any means necessary. Dramatic apologies, grand declarations of love, sudden emergencies, or even threats. They promise they've changed. The red flags are unwanted contact after a breakup, sudden crises that only you can solve, and promises that sound exactly like the ones they made before. This preys on your empathy and the trauma bond that is formed, making you feel responsible for their well-being. It's why so many victims return, hoping this time will be different. Your boundary is the most critical of all. No contact. Block. Delete. Do not engage. It's a chilling thought, but these tactics aren't confined to the shadows of romantic relationships. They are everywhere, hiding in plain sight. They're wielded in the boardroom by a toxic boss who praises you one day and undermines you the next. They echo through family gatherings, used by narcissistic parents who pit siblings against each other. They poison friendships, turning allies into rivals. And right now, as you scroll through your feed, these same patterns are playing out in comment sections and private messages, weaponized by strangers on social media. The playbook is the same, only the players change. The scale of this is staggering. Recent data from global psychological wellness studies, projecting into 2025, paints a grim picture. It's estimated that at least 3 out of every 10 people have been a direct victim of dark psychological manipulation at least once in their lives. The most terrifying part? The vast majority of them still don't have a name for what happened. They carry the scars, the confusion, the self-doubt, but they can't identify the weapon that was used against them. They just know something was profoundly wrong, but now you know. And that knowledge is your first line of defense. You can never again say, "I didn't see it." If you recognize your reality in these techniques, the path forward requires courage and strategy. First, document everything. Dates, times, quotes. Your memory can be gaslit, but a written record cannot. Second, practice the gray rock method. Become as uninteresting as a gray rock. Give short, factual, unemotional responses. This starves the manipulator of the reaction they crave. Then, the most critical step, cut contact. Block them on all platforms. Delete their number. Create a digital and physical wall. This isn't cruel, it's survival. Seek professional help. A therapist trained in narcissistic abuse can give you the tools to heal the deep psychological wounds and rebuild your sense of self. Remember, these individuals rarely, if ever, change. They don't have moments of clarity or remorse. They just move on, finding a new supply, a new target for their destructive patterns. Your departure isn't their loss, it's your liberation. Please, take a moment to share this video. You never know who in your circle is silently suffering, searching for these exact words. And if you want a part 2, where we dissect even darker, more advanced techniques of covert manipulation, smash that like button. Your engagement tells the algorithm that this is a conversation we need to have. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I need to be completely honest with you. This isn't just research for me. I've personally lived through 2 of these tactics. I was trapped in a relationship I genuinely believed was the love of my life, only to realize it was a carefully constructed illusion. The love bombing felt like a fairy tale, and the gaslighting made me question my own sanity. Even talking about it now, years later, there's a part of me that still feels that sting, that phantom ache of betrayal. So I ask you again, how about you? Which of these 6 have you experienced? Please, drop your story in the comments below. You don't have to share details, even just naming the tactic is enough. I truly want to know I'm not the only one. Your comment could be the sign someone else needs to realize they aren't alone either. Let's bring this out of the darkness together. Stay safe out there. The human mind is a labyrinth, far darker and more complex than you ever imagined.